This is just a quick video showing you unboxing and assembly of a Sherpa STJH-1711 professional gas weed burner. So we'll start by just opening up the box. So you get two wheels for the trolley, gas hose with brass fittings on each end, a propane regulator, a bag of fixings that's got chain in that holds the gas bottle in place, instructions, so both a user manual for the tool itself and then assembly instructions for the trolley, axle for the trolley, the main body of the trolley itself, and then the lance, so the business end of the tool. I'll just get this out of the way. So now I'm going to go over everything in a bit more individual detail. So we'll start with the lance, as that is the main working component of the weed burner, and it's the thing you're going to be interacting with most once you assemble the tool. So you've got your trigger here, your dial here to adjust the flow of gas. The igniter is piezoelectronic, so you just press the button and then that creates a spark down here that ignites the gas. So that should pick up on camera there. So you don't have to put your fingers anywhere near the hot end of the lance to light it. You don't have to use matches or anything like that. The next, we'll just quickly talk about the hose. You've got that there. So that is a hose that's rated for 10 bar. Now the regulator on this machine is 2.5, so that's vastly over spec for what you need. You've got brass fittings on both ends and they are left-hand thread. So when you put that onto the brass end here, just turn that to the left to tighten it and not the right. So I'm just doing that up to finger tightness. I'd recommend nipping it up with a wrench, just so it's definitely secure. If you're ever not sure, you can always just get a bit of soapy water, put that around the connection, and then when you've opened the flow of gas, you'll be able to see if there is any leakage. But there shouldn't be if it's properly tightened. So next, we have the regulator. So this is a POL 105 regulator, so it's a screw-on type, and that's compatible with orange propane bottles. Now it's really important because this regulator is not compatible with clip-on top patio gas bottles. It's got to be the orange propane bottles. So before you buy, just make sure that either you have that type of bottle or you can get one. So left-hand thread again, same as the lance. The hose fitting just goes on that smaller end there. And then this large brass fitting goes onto the bottle. And with the regulator as well, there is just an instruction and safety data sheet with it as well. But next, we're just going to have a look at the fixings that come in that little bag of fixings that we saw earlier. So first, for the wheels, 2 washers and 2 split pins. Then we've got 2 10mm bolts with a nut and a washer on for attaching the axle to the trolley. And then we've got 2 chains, 4 wing nuts for attaching said chains onto the trolley. And they're there to secure your gas bottle onto the trolley while it's in motion. Okay. We'll start just by fitting the wheels onto the axle. So, wheel goes on first. So you see on the axle, you've just got a little hole there for the split pin. So you put your wheel on first, then your washer, and then your split pin. So no tools required for that. You can just use your hands just to bend that out so that's secure. And then you just do exactly the same on the other side. So next we're going to attach the axle to the rest of the trolley. Now, I followed the instructions to the letter here and put the wheels on first. In practice, it's probably a little easier to do this part first and then put the wheels on later. But you just want to line up those 2 holes on the axle with the 2 holes on the trolley. Thread your bolts through and then do them up with the nut. So you want to have bolt and the washer go through first and then do it up with the nut on the other side. And just make sure that when you put the axle on, you have this bit of metal pointing upwards. I'll explain why later. So I've just done these up finger tight. I recommend doing them up as tight as they will go. So finally, I'm just going to turn that over and then fit the chains onto the arms here. So just put a loop on each end of the chain, just pop that over the thread there, and take your wing nuts, just do them up here. And there you go, the trolley's complete. So it's ready for use. We're just going to pop outside and actually see one in action. So once that's all together, you should have something like this. Now this is a slightly older model that we use around our premises. The modern STJH1711 has 2 securing arms, not just 1. So that's what you can expect from your machine. So to get started, just take the lance out of the storage position, unhook it from there, and you'll see, here's that bit of metal I mentioned earlier. So as you can see, that just goes up the end of the lance to help steady it in position while you move that around. So, just open up the flow of gas. We'll just up it slightly on the dial, so you can hear some gas coming out. And then we'll just press the igniter to get ourselves a pilot light. And when we're ready to go, pull the trigger to get a roaring flame.